Hi again, everybody. It's Kevin Canessa coming to you from the newsroom of The Observer and TheObserver.com on this, the 27th day of November in the year 2027. Sure hope you're enjoying your day today. And I've decided to go live today for two reasons. And one is the young lady who you see on the screen right here. That is Ava DeCastro Lawdanski. Ava is the daughter of town halls, the mayor's office, and the clerk's office, Ava DeCastro. And she is performing her Girl Scout Gold Award project. She's right in the midst of it. And don't you know that because of her efforts, early next month, anybody from the town of Kearny who has not had a mammogram in the last year or who is 40 years of age will be able to get one for free. And what I'm going to do now is show you a little bit about what you'll be able to do if you have not had a mammogram and you need one. And all of this, again, goes back to Ava. On December 6th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., there will be a mobile screening unit that is parked out in front of Kearny Town Hall, which is, of course, at 402 Kearny Avenue. And if you are watching this right now and you think you might need a mammogram, I would suggest that maybe you pause the video in a second and take a shot with your phone of that QR code that is on the screen. You see what you do is you just bring your phone up and scan it, and then you'll be able to get to the registration site in order to register. There's a couple of things, there are a couple of rules that are involved in this. You have to be a woman 40 or older and have not had a mammogram in at least 12 months. There's some other things too. You cannot have any type of cancer right now. You cannot have breast implants in order to get, if you have breast implants, you can't get the mammogram. And there's a few other things which we will bring to you in the Observer next week. But we wanted to get the word out right away because Ava's working very, very hard on this project. And it's all in connection with the Kearny Pink campaign, which she spearheaded this year for the first time after our dear friend Emma wasn't able to do it. So this will all help her to get her Girl Scout Gold Award. And it's a great thing because it's never happened in Kearny before. There's never been free mammograms in a mobile screening setting. So if you live in town and you would like to schedule a mammogram, pause the video and take a shot of that QR code that's on the screen right now, and you can register for the mammogram right now. Again, it takes place at Town Hall Friday, December 6th from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. Take advantage of this because you don't get this free opportunity often. And thanks to Ava's incredible efforts, you will be able to get this for free if you are 40 years of age or older. If you have any questions, you can call the mayor's office. Call Ava's mom, Lila, at 201-955-7979. Again, 201-955-7979. And again, it is all because of this young lady's efforts, Ava DeCastro Lawdanski, that this is all possible. She's a senior at Mount St. Dominic Academy, and she's doing great things. And I think we're going to be hearing her name a lot more as she gets older, once she gets off to college, and then beyond that. Now, there's one other thing that I need to talk to you about today, and this is something that kind of caught me off guard. Every so often we get emails about missing people all over the country, but this one was particularly intriguing because this young girl who you see here was, I think, not even a year old when she went missing, Krista Nicole Belusco. And you say, well, it says she's from Staten Island. What is the big deal? Well, it turns out that her mother, who was murdered on September 20th, 1991, had just moved away from Clifton, New Jersey, and she headed up to Mount Airy Lodge. Remember those old commercials for Mount Airy Lodge that we would see on TV all the time up in the Poconos? Well, Krista's mother decided that she was going to move Krista and herself up to the Poconos, and then she was found dead, unfortunately murdered, on Staten Island back in 1991. But What investigators did not know, because they only discovered her mother's identity 2 years ago thanks to advanced DNA, what they also, though, discovered was that there was Krista, who was so young at the time, and now they have a age progression photo here that you can see on the screen. But the belief is that it's very possible, because there was never anybody else found when her mom was unfortunately and tragically killed on Staten Island. So it's very possible that Krista Nicole Belusco, who probably doesn't go by that name now, is still alive. And the photo that you see on the screen right now is what the age progression would probably look like at 33 years old, even though she would be now 35. And so authorities are hoping, beyond hopes, that maybe somebody will see this and say, wow, she looks familiar, and maybe through DNA testing could figure out that it is in fact Krista Nicole Belusco, who has not been heard from or seen since 1991. And there is a brief video that will go along with this that will kind of tell you the story about how Krista went missing and how her mother was killed so sadly back in the early 90s. And we're going to show that to you in a moment, and then we'll wrap things up. So please stand by to watch the video, and then enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Thank you for joining us, as you always do. Take care.
September 20th, 1991, a young woman is found dead in a field along Seaview Road in Staten Island, New York.
She was beaten with a hammer that was actually left at the crime scene. She was rear handcuffed with not the normal type of handcuffs that police officers used. We believe it to be like a security guard's handcuffs. She had a scorpion tattoo on her buttock.
She became known as Scorpion Girl, and for 3 decades, investigators tried to identify her with no luck. Then, in 2021, with new advances in technology and genealogy, they resubmitted her DNA. This time, it worked.
Today, detectives investigating the brutal murder of a woman back in 1991.
Her name was Christine Belusco. Christine was from northern Jersey. She was born on Halloween.
Finally, investigators could track down the family of Christine Belusco and try to piece together what happened to her. But when they spoke to Christine's brother, they were shocked when he asked about Christine's young daughter. Christine's family told police that when she left her home in 1991, she took her 2-year-old daughter with her. Her name was Krista Nicole.
At that point, I was taken back. I was shocked. Nobody had any clue that she was a mother. And it was a shock.
Once again, investigators began asking questions.
I met Christine freshman year in high school, and we immediately became best friends. We were inseparable since then.
Christine's best friend Charlie was the godfather of Christine's baby. He says he last saw Christine and Krista Nicole in September of 1991 at the Mount Airy Lodge in the Pocono Mountains. Charlie said she was acting strange, almost paranoid.
She was getting ready for her move. She told all of her friends that she was going to Florida. That's the last time I saw her.
And when was that?
That was, I think it was in September of 91.
Just a few weeks later, Christine was found dead. What happened, and where was little Krista Nicole? There was no sign that a child was at the murder scene, and her description hasn't turned up on any databases.
I believe she's still alive. I have to hope, you know. We believe she's alive because we haven't found her. We believe she doesn't know that she's Krista Nicole.
To help find Krista Nicole, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children created this age progression image of what she might look like now.
I'm hoping that I can be a part of her life. There are probably about 30 the 40 friends of your mother who would love to meet you, and you have a big, big support network here in New Jersey. We have so many stories about her mother we'd like to share and explain how much her mother loved her and what a joy she brought.
Well, that would be beautiful if you could tell her that. You just never know. She might find her.